I'm well aware of that. Okay, I want to show that because this thing here has been getting a really nice pop today. If we take a look at this thing, look at the volume it came in here. What do we got? 33,000 Bitcoin. Not too bad for a day. That's a $30,000 coin. That's a pile of money. Right up there, that blue line. That is the line to break. All right, 31. Call it 31,900. Okay, that's the flipping zone here. You know, if you zoom out on this thing, you can see it pretty clearly. Okay, that was has been resistance right here, right that blue line. All right, we flip that and turn that into support. Then this market could really start bouncing. I want to see it flip that area anyway, and get out of this mindset that I see in here. 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, now if this wave 4 can come up here and violate this area up here, okay, then that would pretty much throw this out the window. All right, but as long as it stays down here and doesn't violate this price area, even if it got up past 33 just a little bit, it would violate this wick over here. All right. I definitely want to see Bitcoin break above that. All right, you can clearly see, this is out on the weekly, and then if you even go to the monthly, it even looks pretty clear. Especially if you're familiar with Elliott waves, you can clearly see one, two, three, four, and if this fifth wave down, if the you can see here what kind of area this would bring it down to. 14,000 bucks, possibly down to even 11, $12,000. I know that sounds absolutely crazy, but very possible. During the bear market, we came down here to we had a low of 15. We came down to 15,000 bucks. So not out of the question by far. If we look at the monthly RSI, look at it. It's right at the top there. It's actually bearish right now. The weekly. Let's see where the weekly's at. The weekly, look at it, trying to roll over. So we need Bitcoin to do something here. At one point today, it was up. It's up 4.6% right now, but it hit 30,000 bucks, right up there at 30,000. Then it got rejected pretty hard. It's down to 28. It lost $1,500. If you go into let's look at the 4 hour. How quick did that happen? How about the hourly? Look at that. Look at the wick. Pretty crazy. So all that buying came in. There's 12.3 thousand Bitcoin within that 1 hour. Let's look at the 30-minute. Look at that. It's like, wow, that's crazy. This is the 30-minute chart. Then if you go in, let's look at the 15-minute. Oh yeah, this all happened so fast. It shot up to 30,000. I have the paid version on this. We can go in and look deeper. Look at this. This is the 3-minute chart on Bitcoin. Isn't that crazy? Look at that. Within 3, 6, 9, within 10 minutes, this thing went from about 28,000 up to 30,000, back down to under 28,000 within 10 minutes. Just poop, poop, poop. Look at the look at that. Look at the buying volume that came in here, and then as soon as they, it's almost like they pushed the price up there. Um, and so you had some people dumping, obviously selling there. Pretty crazy. That's the 3-minute chart on Bitcoin. So pretty crazy. One of the most manipulated markets out there for sure. Crypto, absolutely. The Bitcoin dominance. Look what happened with this today. Let's come over here. I want to show you guys something because we talk about this all the time. The Fibonacci. Well, remember when I always say if it gets through that 786, well, look what happened to this today. All right, we always talk about that. See how it hit the 786 here, got rejected? Look what happens when it gets through it. Look at that massive push up. That thing busted through the 52.16, the previous high over here, busted right through it. The first target for this thing is up at 54.31. We'll get there. I don't know. This is the highest Bitcoin dominance has been since go back to April of 2021. That's when um, the bull market was going on. That's when this big alt season started right here, right when this Bitcoin dominance had this massive fall. Down 50%, down 46% in a minute. This is on the weekly. And right here, the altcoins absolutely smashed it. I mean, I remember this. It was crazy to go through this. That was so much fun, guys. If you haven't been through a bull run yet, I can't wait. You guys are gonna just it's like a dream come true, especially with your crypto. It's absolutely insane. Let's get back. That measurement was wrong. There we go, 54.17. And look how the 2618 pretty much falls right on that 57% area, right back here, that previous resistance. So it could get up there. We'll have to see how it plays out. But boy, oh boy, wait till this happens next time, guys. And if it does run up there, so be it. The next bull run. We see another massive fall like that with Bitcoin dominance. I never thought it would get this high again, quite honestly. But the altcoins, with how much, because Bitcoin has almost 52% of the market now, and Ethereum has, I don't know, 13 or 14%. So between Bitcoin and Ethereum, there's 65% of the market cap of crypto. So. I just honestly, I never thought Bitcoin dominance would get this high again. And it could go a lot higher here, apparently. We'll have to just keep an eye on it. But it has smashed through that previous high over here and wicked higher. So we got the weekly still heading up. Got the monthly right at the very top here. And the daily is turning back up. All right, so we'll see what happens. But we always talk about these Fibonacci levels, the 618, the 702, that 786 is that last one. And you can see what happens when it makes through that last area there. So, all right, went through Bitcoin dominance, went through Bitcoin itself. The Dow Jones looking good today. That's great to see. Let's go on the weekly on this. All right, let's... that weekly's just heading up. That's great. I definitely don't want to see the Dow come down. All right. Gold. Look at gold. It's back up over $1,900. Look at how it hit that level. That blue resistance line we have. Look how it hit it and got rejected off there. But you have the weekly turning up. The daily is right at the top there. Look at that. I think gold's going to go set a new all-time high here. I really do. We'll see. You never know. You got the monthly pulling down. Looks like it wants to start the curve back up here, though. Look at that. It's turning up down here on this RSI. And do we have any bullish divergence here? I got that. No, I don't see anything here. But, that 2,000, that is the all-time high, correct? 2070 roughly. Go back on gold. Boy, oh boy, it wouldn't have been nice to get it. Look at that. Way back to 1970. It was down there. Jeez, I mean, $35. Wouldn't that have been something to get it there? This peak here. And how we talk about these, let's see how it worked out here with a target. It's giving it a target of $2,915. All right, from the previous high over here, just like I showed the members, so you members know exactly what I'm talking about. $2,900. That's what it's showing here. So we'll see if it gets it or not. All right, let's move on. Gold is looking pretty decent, which is good to see. That's what we want to see with this market. The total market cap is up $33 billion. which is fantastic. We got the monthly RSI at the top. Where's our weekly? Got the weekly. Weekly wants to roll over. All right, I do not want to see us lose this 972. All right, we got that weekly trying to roll over. We got the daily is just turning back up. Okay, so good to see. But there you go again, another big wick right up to there. Okay, you can see these levels. You know, if I take this off here, you see what I'm talking about? You see if it flips this area here, see how this was support up here, lost it, became resistance. Now it's trying to regain that as support area up here. Be nice to see it bounce back up there. All right, the total 2, this is without Bitcoin. See what we got here. Daily's heading back up. The weekly is rolling over. You can see it hard. And the monthly is rolling over. So, all right, well, we'll see what happens here. And that 5 wave down I showed you about Bitcoin there, you know, we'll have to see if that plays out or not. But let's get to Caspa here. All right, that's why we're all here. I apologize. I got to show you guys what's going on with the rest of the market because obviously Bitcoin runs the whole market, so we need to know what's going on there. First off, over here on the Explorer, look at this petahash. It's up over 50 now. So good to see. Big things happening here with Caspa, for sure. That petahash, just 2 months ago was at 17. All right, so that's almost tripled. It's up to 50 now within the past month and a half. All right. Right now, 2 blocks a second, or transactions per second, and 1.0 blocks per second as I'm making this video right now. But that goes up and down constantly. There you go. 2.4 blocks per second, 4.6 transactions a second. Goes up and down. All right, top addresses here. See if anything has majorly changed here. Let this load up a second. I apologize. Just want to see if anybody looks like we might have lost a humpback here. 8. We're down to 8 now. Okay, I believe that was at 9. It's minus 11% there. I believe that's I don't know. Maybe that's possibly Kaspa selling off a little bit of crypto for some capital. Possible. Not too many humpbacks out there. 8 of them, and probably a majority of them are the developers and the founders. I'm sure they have to have capital to run a business, so obviously understandable. That's probably where that came from. But you can see within the past 24 hours, the past 7 days, look at the past 30 days, the dolphins are up 10% here, 13,732. 10%. That is what is that? That's over 1,000 dolphins have been added within the past 30 days. So pretty good there. Plus 8.1 on the sharks. Yeah, you got some people stacking Caspa up here for sure. There you go, plus 4 on the octopus, plus 4 on the fish, plus 10.7 on dolphins, plus 8 on the sharks, and plus 3.5 on the whales. So what? Yeah, you lost a humpback and you gained a whale here because that knocked them under the 100 million. All right, let's move on to this chart. That's what we're here for. Let's get a look here. All right, some couple things I really want to press here with this video. All right, number 1. All right, this thing, let's get on the daily here. This thing has to get higher than right here, right there. Okay, in my opinion. Okay, the reason I say that is what could possibly be going on here. We have just a little tiny wick higher there. You could be looking at 3, 4, and a 5th wave down here. Now, what would take this out of question is if we get higher than this 0.0469 area right here, this wick down. As long as we can get above that, all right, then that would invalidate this area. Then we could possibly be actually, believe it or not, be going higher, okay? And I'm going to show you why here in a second. We do have a little bit of volume coming in here, 106 million. This is on the daily, so that's the most we've had since last Thursday. Last Wednesday we had 144 million. So this is Monday. Good to see it. The week starting out positive here. We're up 4.19%. We had a high of 0.046599. That's that wick right up here. Okay, so that is possibly what I see going on here. What I see positively, the daily is just starting up. Look how low it is down here in the bottom instead of 48. Okay, so that is great to see. This thing is not tweaked out at the top up here. Let's go to the weekly. We got the weekly correcting nicely, coming down, starting to come down a lot faster now. All right, a couple days ago when I looked at this, it was up in the, well, right there. There you go. 52. Then it was at 38, 48. And then today it's down to 22.37. So correcting pretty fast there within the last day, this weekly, which is great to see. I want to see that get back down here, starting to turn back up down here on the regular RSI. Right, you can see it right down there in the bottom. You got that thing curving back up here. Okay, so we'll see what happens here. You never know with this Caspa, man. This thing is it's got a lot of leg behind it. Now the 12-hour is getting towards the top here. You can see a 12-hour red candle starting here after it got rejected off that high area there. Let's see if we zoom in here. Now you can see that wick I'm talking about even more right here. All right, if we can take out that would take out the 1, 2. That would violate wave 1. All right, which in turn should wipe out any thought of a 5 wave down here. Now we have the 12 getting a little high. We have the 8 stretched out here. But I want you to pay attention to the bottom down here and look. It's at a 51. It's only about in the middle here. It might be at the top here, but look at over here. This thing went up to a 74 roughly. Now, if this is pulling down and this is going to do a 5th wave down, then this is where you probably do want to see them roll over. Okay, the reason I'm saying that is you don't want to see them start out way up here, okay, and then have to work the whole way back down here. All right, if we can start out at this area here and start rolling over, and if we do get this 5th wave down, then so be it. All the RSIs will be reset for a bounce. You'll have your weekly, your 12, your 8, and your daily all reset at the bottom, which that's what we're going to be looking for if we get this 5th wave down. Now your first notion that this 5th wave would be coming, okay, would be a break of this this yellow line right there, the 0.041065. All right, this area right here. Okay, we break that, then a 5th wave's coming in here. Okay, that's your first notion of that. The first notion that we're going higher, okay, would be a break of that 0.0469, this area right here. Okay, then I would expect possibly a push up here. The 4-hour, we're starting to correct down on. All right, so we have the 4 at the top, the 8 is at the top, the 12 is getting there. All right, within the next 12 hours, 18, whatever max here, this thing's getting to the overbought area. But we have that daily at the bottom. We have the weekly coming down fast, which is good. All right, so like I said, if we get that 5th wave down, that 5th wave push down here, that'll get that weekly down here and reset, and we should be ready to head back up. Now, a couple things I wanted to go over with you guys. If you have not been through a bull run before, right, I just want to show you guys a couple things here real quick. Okay, I have been in crypto now, about 4.5 years now, I believe, something like that. But I want to go back here and show you guys something, okay? Which is super, super exciting. All right, I'm going to take this off log. I want to show you guys what happens just to get you guys a little pumped up here, okay? This is prior to the bull run right here. You had December 2020. This one I got in Matic was actually at 4 cents. All right, right around there. Okay, I got in Matic. You can see what this thing did. Went from 4 cents when the bull run started. There's February of 2021. All right, this thing ended up doing a well, it's 170x. Is that what 17,000? Yeah, it's 170x, 17,000%. Went to $2.91. All right, that's Matic. Harmony 1. I remember when this thing fired up. We're not using that wick there. That's just ridiculous. I have no idea where that even came from. You'll see that in these charts sometime. But Harmony 1 went from 0.006. All right, this thing went up. Did about, what is that? Almost an 80x. All right, Shib was another one that was around back then. Last bull run. Look at this, September of 2021, October of 2021. Look at this, all in 1 month. This thing went up in 1 month. What is that? That's a 12x. Okay, in 1 month that did a 12x because it's on the monthly. All right, that was Shib. What else do we have? VeChain. Man, I love VeChain. I've been in VeChain since I first got in crypto. I just love the project. I do. I don't know what it is, but 0.005. That's about where I got in VeChain. Somewhere back in here. Let's see. It ended up doing a, what was it? 5,547%. So it did a 55x. Okay, during the bull run. Let's see what else was around. Ethereum and stuff, you're not going to get no 50x's out of Ethereum or Bitcoin. Okay, it says it's not going to happen. Dogecoin, this thing ended up doing, this is the one I was looking for, not Shib. Dogecoin 0.006. Look at all this buying that came in January of 2021. Look at this, people anticipating. Look at this massive volume there. All right, this thing went up 11,433%. All right, that's 114x. 114x. All right, I'm just looking for coins that were around last bull run. ADA. Look at this thing. Yeah, I got in Cardano. I think it's 7 cents. Even if you take it, let's take it from 6 cents here up to the top, 4,300. It did a 43x. All right, went to over $3. 43x. Okay, Algo. Algorand's one of the ones that it did well, but it didn't do what you would think it would do. Right, even right from here at let's take it from that point at 23 cents. It did a 11x. That's not what you would think out of a typical bull run token, but still an 11x. If you had 1,000, you got 11,000 out of it. But some of these ones where the 114x, if you had 1,000 in it, you had 114,000. Guys, trust me, if you have not been through a bull run, it's gonna blow your mind. Gala, oh my God, Gala games. Absolutely love Gala games too, really do. Gala, but I got in Gala as soon as it launched. I got 250,000 Gala for $37.70. $37.70. Look what it went to. went to 84 cents. I got 250,000 of them. All right, you take it even from down at 2 cents. All right, to the top, 30, 40x. It did a lot more than 40x though. It was at point zero zero. What was Gala at? Let's take a look real quick. I'm just trying to give you guys an idea. For people saying that this thing, the Caspa can hit $1 during the bull run, that's a 25x. That's absolutely craziness. Absolutely craziness. Gala's all-time low. Let's take a look here. All-time low right there. 0.0001. Right now, just it's up 10,094%. Almost 3 years ago, December 28, 2020. I got it as soon as it launched. I grabbed it. 0.0001. Okay, so it did a lot more than 40x. Did it 10,000. It was up 10,094%. I believe right now it's up 10,094%, which is 100x from its launch because it's at what's it at right now? It's at over a penny right now. So yeah, just so to give you guys an yeah. So let's get back to Caspa. All right, where this thing is at. Let's go to the weekly here, and if this thing, like I tell you, if you don't believe that this thing can at least do, a 20 or 30x in a bull run, then what are you holding it for? Because the bull runs, I just showed you guys how many coins, that did 100x's, 50, 60x's, whatever they were. Look what Gala did. Gala was absolutely crazy. This thing's at 4 cents. If you don't believe it can do a 25x to $1, to get to $1, then you should be moving on, looking for something else to hold for the bull run. In your mind, you should be thinking that a majority of the gains are over with. I'm moving on to look for something else because if I totally believe I think this thing could do a 50x from here. That's my opinion. I'll probably take a beating for saying that, but that's my opinion. I think it can hit $2. I do, absolutely, I do. Especially with the development keeps going and everything, and I keep talking about smart contracts, but. I believe this thing can hit $2. Matic went from 4 cents to over $3. Okay, Matic, and Matic's was around way before the bull cycle started, and it was at 4 cents for a long time. This thing is just launched and it's at 4 cents. All right. I believe absolutely this thing can hit $2 in a bull run, maybe higher. If the FOMO kicks in and the buyers really kick in and Bitcoin's really flying and people are piling into crypto, this could, you never know. You absolutely don't. XRP, that's another one. Just look real quick. And if you're hanging with me, thank you. I just want to get a point across, what can really happen to your investments during a bull cycle. It's absolutely crazy. Look what XRP was at one time, 0.002. It's up 18,372%. That's what a 183x. A 10x would be 1,000%. Yeah, it's 183x from its all-time low. Its all-time high was $3.40. All right, right now XRP is at 50 cents where it stands right now. So, all right, guys, thank you so very, very much. We're going to keep an eye on this thing and see what happens here. Keep an eye on those price levels we talked about. Very, very important areas. Okay, if we break down below this yellow line here, watch for that fifth wave coming in. If we break above this line up here, the 0.0469 area, all right, then we could be this thing could be making a run at a higher price. All right, guys, thanks a lot. I hope you have a great day. Please hit the like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.